Hi, it's Leslie, Sister Wives, and it was another rough one for the family. Well, most of the family, but we'll get into that. But this week we were treated with more little gems of wisdom from Kody, and we're going to start right in with this one.
Plural marriage isn't all beer and Skittles.
That's right, beer and Skittles. More of a wine person myself, but in case you were wondering, plural marriage is not just all beer and Skittles. I guess that's a Utah or a Vegas kind of thing. I don't know, but it's not that. And this season has surely shown us that. Oh, Kody, he's just so wise. But before we get into all of that, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and like the video if you actually do like it. But we're jumping right in. The family, what's left of the family, that would be the four of them. They haven't gotten together since the great departure of Christine, which I guess was many months ago. We don't know that in TV time, but it was just last episode or so. But they're getting together for a powwow, again, out back at Mary's house. She looks like she has a very nice house, I have to say. For one person, it looks very large. But anyway, besides that, they all powwow out back, and Kody kind of comes to the realization that Kody has wanted this plural marriage, and he's been just trying to drag everyone along, and he's come to realize that he's the only one that wanted it and nobody else wanted it. And of course, Robin was very quick to interject, and Mary, oh no, we wanted this also. Janelle was moot on that point, didn't really say one way or another, but it just brought me back to that clip from years back.
I think we have something really awesome. I wouldn't want anything else.
Yeah, they got something special, all right. That's for sure. What was so interesting about this is that Kody's emotions are literally right out there. He is like ready to burst with anger at any moment. Mary is very solemn and just kind of watches her words. Robin is sitting there just like holding back the tears, ready to cry at any moment's notice. And Janelle, as you can see, she is just over it. She is void of any kind of feeling. She is almost checked out. That is the first sign. You can't even rattle her. She's just sitting there very indifferent to it all. Janelle shows up, and of course it's on one of the things she wants to show them, and she has these big old plans that she's going to build out on the land with her new house. And it was so bizarre to me. She has this roll of plans, and then within minutes the one house situation comes up, and she was almost like, oh, is that still an option? Like as if she would entertain that, Janelle. And I was like, that is so crazy to me. You have these plans, you have an RV, you have an apartment, all these things, and now she's going to switch and go into one house. Anyway, very odd to me, but as Robin stated, they're not ready to live in all one house because they don't even get along. I mean, obviously it's been 3 months since Christine left and they haven't even decided to get together. It's like they're a family, but they don't even like each other. So they don't even want to be around each other. Kody again says, you know what? No, we're keeping the 5 lots. You know, we only got 4 people and I'm supposed to be staying with one of them. But so we got a couple extra lots, but he's like, oh no, we'll keep them. We want to still have 5 lots for rental income. And I'm sitting there thinking, they don't even have money to pay off the land. And how are they going to afford to build houses on these other places to rent them out? I don't know. It makes no sense to me. And I've also come to learn, it doesn't seem like they make a lot of money from the show. I mean, just saying. So I guess they are in agreement that they're not ready to live together as one big happy family. Kody is still very bitter. I mean, he resents the fact that Christine and Janelle have a good relationship, which ironically, that's what you want, is that the problem with this whole family structure is that the sister wives never had that bond. And now you have one that has a bond. And of course, he hates it because the one doesn't have a bond with him and she's hit the road. Kody feels that, I guess, Janelle is somehow being disloyal, that she should cut off any ties with Christine at a show of support for Kody. But it makes no sense because there's kids involved. If Kody truly loved his kids, he would put his own ego aside and he'd say, you know what, whatever, I need a relationship with my kids. And if Janelle has that good relationship with Christine, it's only going to make it better for Kody so that he can see his kids, or truly. Mary just sat there, as usual. She brings nothing to the table. But the one thing she did say is that I guess she is loyal. She's doing everything right. The one thing she's just not doing is she's not physically appealing anymore to Kody. So she can be doing everything right for what he says is necessary to have a relationship, but he's not interested in her, you know? And Mary, of course, is upset because Kody wanted to fight for a relationship with Christine. I think only because she left, because that's just what triggers, you know, the typical trigger. You want to fight when someone walks out. But Mary's upset because he's like, oh, Kody wants to fight for Christine, but he wouldn't fight for me. And here I am being loyal in all the things, and I get nothing. Kody quite clearly sums it up here.
Ironically, Mary's trying to support me, and I don't want to be in a relationship with her anymore.
So one of the main points of contention in this family is that Janelle is torn between Kody and her children. And word to the wise, you can't come between a mom and her kids. You never will. I mean, and Janelle is starting to realize she may just not want to put in the work to make it work with Kody. And she's not leaving her kids, so she's torn between two worlds. And this, of course, set Robin off, and it was all she could do to hold back the tears.
I want us to work this out. There's a strong pull to just run away and do the easy thing. I don't want you to do that. Because I have two worlds pulling now. You know.
There should be one.
Yes, there should just be one world. But you know what? We don't have just one world in this family. It's a big freaking mess. Many worlds. So Janelle's kids are coming. They can't stay with her in the little apartment. We saw how small that is. I mean, they could actually stay in the RV because that is free now. You know, that is freed up lately. But they're not going to do that. They're going to stay at a B&B. And with everybody's coming now. So I didn't even understand this. I guess that there is that kind of thing that people all come back and get together on the holidays. I didn't even know that happened. I just thought they scattered and everyone just like ran for the hills and never looked back to get away from the crazy. But it sounds like some of the kids do come back. Of course, they want to see their mom for sure and whatever else. But they would be coming back to spend it at a B&B. And of course, this set Kody off. Kody said he took it back that, you know, they didn't have to apologize. He just wants everything to be nice. And now they're staying there and they're not. This is his home, and it was just a big mess. At one point, Janelle was just over it. She's like, I'm not going to choose. I'm choosing my kids. You know, there's no choice to be made. And she was walking off, and they're like, no, come back. We need to fix this. You know, Robin's like, we need to fix this because, you know. And she kind of comes back, but Janelle is so void of feeling. You could see she's completely checked out emotionally. That, you know, so we did just have to appreciate the comparison of what's happening with the family. There's Kody, totally pissed off and angry. There's Robin, sniveling, just holding back the tears, barely keeping it together. And there's Mary, just like silent but pissed off, deadly mad. And there's Janelle, just kind of over it, saying, you know what, do whatever, I'm with my kids. And then, of course, we get the nice little juxtaposition, and we flip over to Utah, and there's Janelle, happy with her whole entire family out there barbecuing, having tater tots. So it really was this whole COVID that was the destruction of this family. I mean, I don't really know. I think it's been bad for a while. They've just been hiding it. But, you know, as the ratings drop, I think they're like, you know what, you need to be a little more real. Let's unveil what's really going on behind this dark family. But anyway, Kody feels he was trying to protect his family, and I will actually give him that. I mean, COVID was a crazy kind of thing. But when you have adults, everybody has opinions, and kids, they become adults, they have their own opinions, and you can't make a mom choose between her kids, seeing her kids, or seeing a husband once every 7 days or something. It's never going to work. The kids are always going to come first. But I did just love this little part. There was Kody, who got extremely like emotional when he talked about his near-death experience, and Janelle was unmoved.
When I finally get sick from COVID, that was a death-like experience.
Okay.
Oh, man.
That was actually quite comical. I mean, I had to giggle. Janelle looked like she couldn't have even cared if he died. Like, it was just funny to me. She was like, near death, whatever. And they all talk about having a kowtow. What is kowtow? I mean, I've heard that, but that must be like a Vegas or a Midwest kind of thing to kowtow. But it's all about kowtowing. So Kody admits he doesn't have great relationships with his sons, so some of them, and I guess he has daddy issues too. Why not? And he's carried that on, but it's very sad to me because it does seem there's fault on both sides of those relationships, and it's a big hot mess now. And then we got this other little gem from Kody, you know, great revelation that I guess plural marriage really hasn't worked great for us, I think. I think about all the other plural families out there that are like, oh, it's so nice. They're on TV. They're giving us a great, you know, a great face so they can see the beauty in this relationship of plural marriage. And now they're like, oh my God, be careful what you wish for. Get off TV. You're giving us a bad name. You're making us look like lunatics. So this little family is just starting to crash and burn just as I'm getting into my YouTube channel here with one of my favorite shows. I don't know what will be back next season, 1 or 2 of them. Who even knows if they'll even be back. But anyway, that's my recap. A little discouraging, but it's a train that we can't stop watching. But anyway, if you liked my recap, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, or if you just liked it a little, please like the video, and I will see you next time. It's the 3-part, and we all see what's happening. It's a mess. It's a mess. The 3-part tell-all is coming, and I will be covering that, of course. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.